The rain poured heavily as the small boy sat by the side of the road. His clothes were soaked, and he clutched a broken toy tightly in his hands. It was all he had left. People passed by, not noticing the sadness in his eyes. He had no one to turn to, no home to go back to. But what happened next would change everything. The boy's world had been turned upside down. He had lost everything he loved. His house was gone, and the family he once had seemed like a distant memory. The streets were his new home, and every day felt like a fight for survival. He often wondered if things would ever get better. One day, as he sat in the pouring rain, a stray dog approached him. The dog was thin and shivering, just like him. For the first time in weeks, the boy felt something stir inside him. He reached out to the dog, and the dog wagged its tail. It was a small moment, but it gave him hope. The boy and the dog became inseparable. They shared scraps of food and kept each other warm at night. They faced hunger, cold nights, and the harsh stares of strangers. One evening, while searching for food, they stumbled upon a bakery. The smell of fresh bread filled the air, and the boy's stomach growled. He hesitated, unsure if he should ask for help. He was used to being turned away. But the dog nudged him forward, as if encouraging him to try. The baker, an older man with kind eyes, noticed the boy and the dog. Instead of scolding them, he offered them some bread. The boy's hands trembled as he accepted it. It was the first act of kindness he had experienced in a long time. The baker asked him to sit down and tell his story. Though hesitant at first, the boy began to share. The baker listened carefully, offering words of comfort. For the first time, the boy felt like someone cared. The baker gave the boy and the dog a place to stay for the night. To the boy, it felt like a palace. He slept soundly, knowing he was safe. The baker taught the boy how to help in the bakery. The boy learned to knead dough, bake bread, and serve customers. He had found a purpose. The boy's life slowly began to change. He started to smile again. He made friends with the regular customers who came to the bakery. One day, the baker handed the boy a small envelope. Inside was a note that read, "To a brighter future," along with money to enroll in school. The boy's eyes filled with tears. Balancing school and work was exhausting, but the dog's loyalty reminded him of how far he had come. As time passed, the boy excelled in school and discovered a love for writing. His stories touched the hearts of many, bringing hope and inspiration. Years later, the boy, now a young man, stood on a stage, holding a book of his stories. He had become a beacon of hope, proving that even the smallest acts of kindness can change a life.